And welcome back to Grandia with me, Matthew Caddis, Iggy Puggy. So today we will have to get stuck in the tumble dryer before we actually get to the where we want to go, something like that, as we go up this weird mechanical device. Seriously, but this apparently does serve a purpose, as this will give us access to where the spirit, or seemingly the mysteries of Angelo are. Although I went the wrong way there, I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I'm sure I went up, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Well, you have to press that stone tablet there to make the mechanism work. And yes, this was mysterious back in 1999. Yes, I know the game was released in Japan in 1997, but we only got it a couple years later. Seriously, around the time that Final Fantasy IX came out, seriously. So, yeah, I really wanted this game, and I did manage to get it. It's like one of the strangest JRPGs, I dare say, but never mind that. The apparently not Easter Island heads will greet us and allow us access to the inner chamber. Yes, well, that's what happens in JRPGs. You're not very perceptive, are you, Justin, for a guy who's an adventurer? Lara Croft and Indiana Jones are better than you, mate. Even if you are a teenager. But anyway, that being said, the mysterious statues actually face towards the not Illuminati eye and start shooting at it. But never mind that, we'll go in. And indeed, I don't even know who Angelo is, so yeah. Anyway, into the Room of Illusion, where we will meet a mysterious voice.
He who holds the Spirit Stone.
Yeah, where did the voice come from? Nobody knows! But we'll find out in a few moments, actually. Okay, a crystal ball. Either it shows us the future or the past. Let's see.
Eek! What was that?
Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone, symbol of the promise between the humans and the spirits.
Who are you?
I am Liete of Alent. I have lived through and inherited the history of Angelo.
What? What's going on?
Ah! We're gonna fall!
Don't be scared. This is the land you live in, when seen from the height of the stars. Come, please tell me. What were you seeking when you opened the door?
Gee, you're sort of putting me on the spot. Hey, how did you know that I have a Spirit Stone?
All power is born from the light of the Spirit Stone. Without it, the door of Angelo does not open.
But Angelo is just a mythical world.
It is no myth. The stone that you hold is the ancient symbol of the promise between the humans and spirits. Look. A world created by an eternal promise between the light of the spirits and the wings of the Icarians. This is the world of Angelo. The light of the Icarians and the grace of the spirits will not wane, lest all of the stars sparkling in the sky turn to embers. Ever since receiving the blessing of the spirits, the people unyoked themselves of the original restrictions and began to walk along the path of evolution. The light of the Icarians and that of the Spirit Stones are the symbols of peace in this world.
Okay, that was weird, but yeah. We don't know any Icarians other than the one that Justin trashed back in the museum. How would Sue know that? She was barely paying attention in the museum. She ain't gonna tell you, Justin. Seriously, that's a big thing about her. I don't even know where the hell Liete is, to be honest. Is it like the other side of the world or something? Well, actually, given Liete's cryptic answers, I'm gonna say yes, it is. Okay. Okay, how are we gonna get to Valencia then? I mean, there's no planes. I mean, Palm is a port, but how do we get a boat? Seriously, too many questions, I dare say, and nothing that Liete will say will help us here. Seriously. She just vanishes upon us instead. Yeah, I guess she's easily amused, this Sue here. Apparently, yeah. Just because it glows, it's a real spirit stone. That's what you get for having a MacGuffin there, Justin. Seriously. Do you know where it is, though? That's the question. Okay, he's already gung-ho, is he? Well, in that case, let's leave this place and, well, head past the Easter Island heads who've stopped moving, seemingly, and run into an actual enemy here. One we've kind of met before! Seriously. Apparently those soldiers have found out that the thing's open. Yep, Colonel Mullen! He's here, along with Lieutenant Lean. Seriously. Where did they come from? They snuck in! Seemingly your security for such a high-level army, such as the Carlisle forces, is not very good at tracking, well, a teenager and a little girl. Will you? Seriously? Well, the truthful answer is we have to actually tell him the truth, basically. Did Justin make a fool of you? His eyes aren't smiling? Well, yes, he is serious. Well, I might as well, given that Sue's been blabbing it, yeah. Well, I don't think the creators of this game would want it to become an 18+ game, let's just put it that way, despite Mullen's threats. Yeah, we did open it. Or at least the mysterious thing in our pockets did, the mysterious MacGuffin. We'll say that. The equivalent of Bugenhagen's giant planetarium, if you want to put it that way. Seriously. That's what it reminded me of, Bugenhagen's giant planetarium and the huge load of exposition. The difference is there was a lot more voice acting than in Final Fantasy VII. That's not counting Rebirth, by the way. Great, illegal detention, eh? Yeah, you don't say that to a little girl of all things. Seriously. Okay, what's your plan then? Okay, what exactly is the plan? Well, they're walking backwards and... Oh, right! Surprisingly, a high-ranking soldier in the Garlisle forces doesn't know how this thing works. Seriously. Though we do see later that Mullen does somehow get out of this little pickle here. But for now, we'll go outside and face our first boss. Okay, so you didn't think you were getting away that easily, Justin? Oh no, we did kind of see it actually at the beginning if you paid attention. Well, this is the Clay Bird. And indeed, it's quite an easy boss actually. Because you can easily just use Justin and Sue's moves to defeat it. And also regular attacks, so I'm going to start with Justin's V-Slash, and Sue's Puffy Kick. The other move Sue does have is her Rah-Rah Cheer, which basically heals the whole party. Very good, actually. It's kind of beaten by the heal spell, which we will get a bit later. But not until we get our first mana egg, which won't be for a while, and I'll go for mana eggs when I get it, really. So V-Slash, absolutely. We've taken a good chunk of his HP off. That's another thing, you can actually see the enemy's HP. Yeah, kind of weird to see that in the game, but there you go. Critical attacks will do a lot more damage and also have the chance of cancelling the enemy's attacks, so it's worth your while if you want to do that. The only difference is, unlike with combos, you can only use it once per turn, unlike, how dare I even say it, combos, which can be every twice or 3 times if we get a certain accessory per turn, so yeah. But a couple of level ups, very nice. I wasn't there when we gave him, then you must have been paying attention there, Justin. Probably was. Yeah, good idea. We've had enough of an adventure now, let's have a rest. Meanwhile, Mullen did indeed get away from Justin's little trap. And so, Mullen did know about the Rockbird then. Okay, he's awfully happy for someone who just got almost stuck and then got out of that trap. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe just leave it to the three witches, I guess. I don't know. Justin, seriously. And no, he's not. I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind. Nope, apparently it wasn't. Okay, I think that's a mistranslation. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!